and time. Hello, business owner. It's Bridget Brady, founder and CEO of Amp Up My Biz, creator of the Social Media Success Academy, and the author of the #1 international best-selling book, Jobs to Jammies. And today, we're going to talk about how much time you should dedicate to your social media. Welcome, my friend, to the Amp Up My Biz 10-minute social media training. All right, so before we dive into how much time you want to spend, I want to just first give you a few really critical statistics. And if you're here with me live, hold on, let me turn my chat on. Let me get to my chat. If you're here with me live, pretty please say hello. Hey, Bonnie, you beat me to it. All right, so before we go into time and how to structure that on your social media, I'm going to give you a few critical statistics. Number one, over 90% of our population is active on social media. What? Yes, my friend. There are 8 billion people on the planet. 5 billion of those people are active on social media. So, as a business owner, I always say, deciding to not do social media or deciding to not really learn it or dedicate your time and your energy into your social is like deciding to not drink water, right? You're like, nah, I don't need water. I'm good, right? Businesses need social media like humans need water. And I get it. Your time is at a premium, right? Especially if you are a solopreneur or maybe you have just 1 or 2 people on your team. You're like, yeah, Bridget, that sounds great. But first, I have to get my 50,000 to-do list items done. And treating your social media like another to-do, you're leaving a ton of money on the table, right? Your social media can be $1 million asset in your business, $100,000 asset in your business, easily. All right, so let's talk about time. So number one, batch. Note takers, I encourage you to take notes. So the first and foremost, you are going to save so much time if you have content batching days. Now, depending on your business and kind of how quickly you batch graphics or batch quotes or batch your blogs, right? Depending on you, that's really going to like dictate how much time you need to spend on that. But I would love for you to dedicate 1 day a month. Yes, a month. This does not need to take a lot of time, my friend. This does not need to take a lot of time. I would love for you to dedicate 1 day a month to batching content. Now, we're going to talk about, I actually have an upcoming masterclass I will invite you to shortly. We'll talk about exactly what that looks like and how to batch your content, and what we'll talk about the how in my masterclass, which is coming up shortly. But today we're going to talk about the time. So 1 day a month, sit down, batch, and also sit down and do, all right, I'm going to do graphics for an hour or two. I'm going to find quotes for an hour or two, right? I'm going to write blogs. I'm going to, whatever it is, whatever your content types are. Again, I will help you with that in my masterclass, which is coming up, right? So whatever that is, 1 day a month, block it off your calendar, batch content, number one. Then 1 day a month, you are going to schedule that content, right? So now we're at 2 days a month. That's it right now. So 1 day a month, batch, 1 day a month, sit down and schedule your content. Now, I recommend a couple of different schedulers. The reality is they're kind of all the same. They're kind of all the same. We've used Sendable, we've used OnlyPolt, I've tried Buffer, I've tried Later, I've tried. They're kind of all the same. So I do recommend using a batching tool, a scheduling tool. If you're not quite ready for that, you're like, Bridget, I'm just getting started, or I just don't have the funds for a tool yet, you can use the Meta Business Planner for Facebook and Instagram. So that can save you some time there, but buyer beware. I mean, it's free. You can only schedule a month of content out at a time. So one day of batching content, one day of just sitting down, right? Get your favorite beverage, like something delicious, sit yourself down and just schedule out your content. Now, extra credit. I'm also going to recommend one day a month as a video production day. So if you've ever heard me before, you know that I am a big believer in don't waste the pretty. Look, my friends, when I am not on camera, I am no makeup, PJs, hair in a chip clip, right? But when I come to talk to you, I get a little zhuzhed, right? I do some hair, I do a little makeup, I put something cute on, right? It's all for you, my friend. So don't waste the pretty. If you are going to get yourself ready, and I don't care if you do hair and makeup, I don't care if you're going to take the time to set up your lights and set up your microphone and get yourself ready, then batch some videos. So that's extra credit. We'll talk more about that in my masterclass. So you've hopefully batched videos, you've scheduled your content. Now 15 minutes a day to engage with your audience. That's it, you say? That's it. That's it. When you get really intentional about your social media strategy, when you know who your ICA is, your ideal client avatar, when you know what your content types or content buckets are, right? If you're using a content calendar, I am telling you, you can spend somewhere between 1 and 3 days a month getting all your content prepared and scheduled, and then 15 minutes a day. And this 15 minutes a day could be at your desk, dedicated time. I'm going to tell you when my 15 minutes a day are. Oh, here's my phone. My 15 minutes a day are while water is boiling on the stove. I'm engaging, right? When I have like little tiny breaks between meetings, that's when my 15 minutes a day are. So I invite you to keep it simple. Do not let it overwhelm you, and don't ignore it. Don't ignore it. All right, so we're going to talk so much more. Hold on, let me bring up my little banner. If you have any questions and you are live with me, pretty please ask them. All right, so I'm hosting a free live 5-day masterclass all about social media. So of course, we're going to talk about how to save time, but we're also going to talk about all the critical elements of putting together a successful social media strategy so that the time you spend, the 1 to 3 days a month, the 15 minutes a day, is time well spent that is putting money in your bank account. So you register for that at masterclass.ampupmybiz.com. masterclass.ampupmybiz.com. All right, my friends, woo, time flies when you are building your business. All right, I will see you in my 5-day free masterclass. And just remember, batch your content, production days for videos, don't waste the pretty, schedule your content one time a month, and then in your spare time, pick up your phone or jump on your computer and engage with your audience. That's it for today. I will see you in my masterclass. Mwah. See you soon.